Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Bala Live. The topic is five most important minutes of the day. A few days back, we had posted a poll asking what are the five most important minutes that you feel. So many people gave answers. Some of the answers were like the 5 minutes immediately after you wake up. Somebody was saying the time that you take for praying, right? The 5 minutes that you pray. So somebody said that was important. Some people said the 5 minutes that you spend while eating. You should eat properly. You should make sure you focus on the food. You enjoy the food. So there, all these are very good answers. But the specific answer that we are looking for here is the 5 minutes. The most important 5 minutes. All these are good answers. Whatever is shared is good answers. But the five most important minutes of the day is the last 5 minutes of the previous day before you go to sleep. So the reason I say this is that 5 minutes before going to the bed, whatever is your mindset that carries forward, that impacts how well you have a rest and how the next day begins. Let's say you have a task like you have set down a little list of tasks like okay tomorrow I will do this task. First I will get up, then I will finish my daily routines, then I'll do my exercise, then I'll go to work at this time, then I will have my breakfast at this time, and you have a list of things, right? But if you don't sleep well the previous night and you wake up just by 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late or half an hour late, the whole day will be impacted because all the 10 set of things that you plan to do, that will not happen on time, right? And the whole day you'll be thinking, oh, maybe I should have woken up 5 minutes earlier, or maybe I should have woken up our time. Because of that slight delay, my whole thing is spoiled. So the 5 minutes that immediately after you wake up won't have the right impact, because if you, let's say you have a plan to wake up at 6, uh, and then you do 10 set of tasks, but you end up waking up at 7, and because of that you are not able to do the first task, you're delayed in the second task, and that carry forwards. So if we don't want that to happen, so the previous day, just before going to bed, you should make the plan for the next day. So the last 5 minutes before you sleep is going to be the most important 5 minutes of the day, that is the next day. So you can choose any method of planning that you may want to do. And this planning is important because if you don't plan and things, and obviously you're not going to achieve. The better you plan it, and then you'll be able to execute that. Right? And this is found in many books, many places, many of the people commenting about this. Especially there's one book called as Eat That Frog, right? It has nothing to do with eating or nothing to do with the frog. Basically it's a personality development, or I can say productivity book, that tells you how you can manage your day, right? How you can manage your time. Everybody has 24 hours, but some people are able to be more successful because they have planned their day better, right? So in that book, obviously they talk about so many things. They talk about list, A list, B list, and the priority task, and so many things. Along with that, they talk about one very important thing called as the uh, subconscious mind, and how the subconscious mind can help you. So in that book, I would leave you to go and read the book and find out for yourself. But I will just talk a gist on this topic called as subconscious mind. So the what they talk about in the book is, just before going to sleep, write down that what you want to achieve the next day. So that could be some task, that could be some activity that you want to do, whatever it is. So write it down, and then you go to sleep. So what happens is the subconscious mind actually works overnight, and it does all the heavy lifting, does all the thinking, and the next day when you get up, you have the idea ready. So on the day you don't have to sit and think, because the subconscious mind has already worked when you're in sleep, right? So that is like an assistant who's doing the heavy lifting, right? So 5 minutes before going to sleep, take a sheet of paper, you can have a book also, and list down the things that you want to achieve for the day. Just close the book and go to sleep, and the subconscious mind starts working all the night. And because you have planned the day in advance, the next day also You can wake up on time, and then once you get the first activity out, then the second activity, and so on it goes. So the different methods or ways of planning the day. I personally like this sundial method, so you can also try to use that. So basically, you draw a circle. Hope my diary is visible. Yeah. So you draw a circle in the paper in the center, and you mention the date, the next day, and then you have the sun rays, right? And each of them will be the different activities, right? So you can mention all the activities first, whatever you want to achieve the next day, and first thing. Then second thing, you can also mention the time that you want to do. So let's say you have an activity called as exercise, you have an activity called as family time, you have an activity for reading, you have an activity for office work, lunch, whatever is your activity, you list down all the activities as a different rays of the sun, and then you can add priority to it, and you can select the most first or second two most important out of those 10 activities, which are those two most important activities, and for them you allocate the time first, and then you can allocate the time for the rest of the things. So this way your day will be very productive, right? So in summary, in conclusion, the most important 5 minutes in a day is the 5 minutes of the previous day before you go to sleep. So you make the plan for the next day. You can do whichever planning method works for you. Sundial method is one, wherein you write the next day's date, and then you have the different dials or the sun rays, and you mention all the activities that you want to achieve in the next day, and then you give the priority numbers, priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and out of that, and also mention the time by when you want to achieve. And out of the priority items, choose one or two priority items which is must go in that day, and focus on that, and then go to sleep, and the subconscious mind works, and next day when you actually start that activity, it will be very productive and helpful. Hope this was useful. Thank you. We'll catch in another such video. Thank you.